I'm just like rethinking every move I've made so far. Like literally every move I've made so far, I think I did wrong. Because bonsai looks easy, and it's not easy. All right, y'all, I got the chance to go hang out with a new friend of mine named Jerome from the Bonsai Supply. And we walked around looking at his collection, and what it makes you want to do is go home and find something in your collection to turn into a bonsai. One of the things I saw that he had was a big old Portulacara afra, which is the elephant plant, or the elephant bush. And I actually have one that I bought from like Walmart probably like 3 years ago. And it's kind of been sitting out of the sight, out of mind, and it's gone crazy. And so I was like, ooh, that would make a really cool bonsai, I think. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna remove it from the black soil, use some bonsai soil that I have on the side over there, and then we're also going to take some of these cuttings, and I'm gonna show you how to propagate them. So let's get started. So y'all can tell this is kind of grown like 3 foot wide. Kind of gone crazy. Like I said, I wasn't paying any attention to this. It barely even needs to be watered. So what we're going to do first is go ahead and remove some of this excess, but hold on to all these cuttings, because this is probably one of the easiest plants to propagate in the world. Once you have one of these plants, you can make a million of them. Let's go ahead and do a quick trim job, and then we will go ahead and remove it from this old pot and get it into a bonsai pot. And the only reason I'm pruning any off is because I'm probably going to break some off taking it out. So this will just make it easier. All right, so we got some really good, like really pencil thickness cuttings right here. What we're going to do is we're going to set these in a dry area where they won't get wet. So the ends will scab over, and hold on to those for a couple days, and then we'll go ahead and propagate them. If you were to stick these straight into some soil, you may have a potential to get some root rot or some disease. So I always like to let them scab over a little bit before I go and propagate them. So we're going to set them off to the side and wait a couple days. All right, so I got my trusty bin here. We're going to go ahead and try to get these out without disturbing everything. Oh my God, it's really in there. It is really in there. I'm going to try to go around the sides. Like I said, I kind of just forgot about this plant, and it's probably a little bit root bound. So cross your fingers I don't have to break this pot to get this stuff out of here. Got some thunder in the background. Not a great sign for a gardening video. Oh my God, this is really in here. Like really in here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Wow. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but this thing is filled with crazy ants. I pulled it up, and it's just teeming with crazy ants. I've got some ground cinnamon right here, and this is kind of my go-to lately, what I've been using to kind of kill some of these ants the natural way. So this will probably help a little bit. The roots are a little bit wet. It did rain today, so not ideal. You ideally would want this to be a little drier than it is right now. And this cinnamon is going to help with antifungal properties as well. So here we go. So now with the crazy ants still swarming, I'm going to take my root rake and start pulling away some of this soil. God, these ants are bad in here. All right, so we finally got them separated. So this is going to be the nice big old bonsai. I may reduce the height of it a little bit. Like I said, I'm still learning, but we'll see how it goes. And then we'll set the rest of these off to the side. They can sit for a couple days before we put them into a new pot. All right, so for our bonsai pot, I found this glazed black pot a long time ago, actually, and been dying to use it. So figured it might look good with this jade inside of it. I'll take the label off. Gonna go ahead, and we got our little screens. So we're gonna put them down here at the bottom where the drainage holes are, and we're gonna run us a piece of wire going through to hold them down. This is probably way too big of a wire than what I need. But this is all I can find in my garage right now. Stick them through. God, I use some thick wire. I shouldn't use this wire probably. got our little screen, and we're just gonna stick it on down. Oh, that's not even gonna work. Let me get some smaller wire real quick. All right, I got some much smaller wire. That's what we need. Well, let's try this again. I know now that I know I need a much smaller hole. And we're gonna stick it through, just like that. That allows you to have good drainage without losing all your good soil. I've been anxious to see. I'm gonna take this over to Jerome's and show him my crafty work and see what he thinks. I'm sure he'll laugh at me when he sees me doing this bonsai. He does something like this in probably like 5 minutes. It's so funny watching him work. He's super fast and efficient, and he knows this is his full-time job. He does bonsai full-time, so I think he'll get a kick out of watching me try to do this on my own for the first time. I did steal one of his ideas. This little turntable is awesome. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but this little turntable got on Amazon for like 30 bucks, and it is really neat. I use it when I'm up potting plants and stuff. It is super nice, and it's perfect for bonsai. Now we need to throw some wire in here to actually hold our plant down. So I will use the bigger wire for this, mostly because I don't want it to cut into the actual plant. So we'll go, I probably misjudge how much wire I need, but here we go. No turning back. No going back now. I'm going to put this on the internet, and I bet there's a bunch of bonsai people out there. They're going to watch this, and they're like, this guy is an idiot. Well, I'm learning. This is actually, I did a fig bonsai, which I found out figs are terrible for bonsai because the leaves are huge a while back, but I didn't go this extreme with it. So this is technically my first bonsai that I've ever done. So cut me a little bit of slack, y'all. It's a learning process. Here we go. Trying to crack my pot in the process of getting this wire up in here. So we're going to set that off. If you know what you're doing and you're a bonsai person and you're watching me, please feel free to tell me what I'm doing wrong. I got this feeling that there will be no shortage of that going on. Well, first, what I learned is you want to find your center. So I want to put this in the pot and actually find out where my center is. Where's the middle of it? So I think if we're looking at it, I'm going to show y'all what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I want this to be the angle that I planted at right here, and that I want this to come out straight, and then it to go up and then come up in a triangle and then come back down. So this will be the far right. I may take this one off or move that one over. We may not even style these today, but I want this one to come forward, this to come out the back, and then this will be my top, my what's it called? A peak. So that's my idea. I think I may even prune off some of these smaller roots as well. So just trimming off a couple of these smaller ones, and that guy right there. If you're not having fun, you're not trying different things, then life gets really boring. So let's get some soil in here. All right, I went and spent some time with Jerome and Mari at the Bonsai Supply, and they hooked me up with a bag of their Bonsai Supply soil. This is also available on Amazon. It's available on their website, thebonsaisupply.com, and it's also available at the Home Depot and Lowe's.com, or actually in some of the stores. So go check it out. It's really nice stuff. Open it up and show y'all what it looks like. So the goal, so when people think soil, they think of black mulch. They don't think of like hard soil like this, like gravel soil. This is actually the kind of stuff we're going to use with our bonsai, and that they recommend using with their bonsai. And it's going to allow for really good drainage, because when you have a pot like this, the last thing you want to do is have water sitting in there and rotting the roots of whatever you got as your bonsai. So here we go. I made myself a hill. That is one of the first things you learn. You make yourself a hill with the soil mix, and then we're going to take our plant. Apparently that wasn't recording at all the whole time, but I went ahead and I put the bonsai in to the pot and I wired it down. I'm going to go through and probably prune off some more of these roots. Just a little bit. As I stated before, I know I'm probably doing a lot of this wrong, but that's the fun in it. That is the fun of doing something new, is learning and probably doing it wrong. But hey, let me know in the comment section what I'm doing wrong. Can't wait for those comments. All right. All right, now what we're going to do is take a chopstick. This is one of the big ones I learned from Jerome. Is to take a chopstick and you kind of run it underneath the root system of the tree and kind of get some of those roots, or get some of those rocks under the roots so you don't have a big air gap. I'm going to add some more in here. Oh no, it's falling over. What'd I do? What'd I do? I wired you down. Why are you falling over? Oh no. Oh no, why are you falling over? You should not be falling over if you're wired down, right? Too much spinning. Maybe once I get it packed in, it'll be all right. Like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some bonsai people that are watching this video right now, and they're going to be like, what in the hell is this guy doing? Well, he's learning as he goes. He's learning as he goes. Okay. Now that looks almost too deep, but I think we're okay. I'm just like rethinking every move I've made so far. Like literally every move I've made so far, I think I did wrong. But here we go. All right, so I think this is going to be so bad. Oh my God. All right, so we're going to wire this one going straight out, I think. And this guy coming right here. And then this is going to come straight up. But I'm wondering if I should take some of this off because it looks a little too tall. It looks almost way too tall for this size pot almost. Way too tall. Or does it almost, does it only look so tall because this is so long? Let me see if I can shape it up a little bit. I'll take this one off. And I think I need to take this one off. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wire. Oh my God, this looks so bad. Okay, here we go. One trick I know is right is the way to tell what gauge wire you need is to take the wire and put it up against the branch. And if the limb moves before the wire moves, you don't need a bigger gauge wire. So in bonsai rule number 1 is you always wire 2 branches together. So we're going to go with 2 branches. So we're going to go on the big one first. Man, I'm screwing this up already. I was super confident before I started this. And then right as I put my hands in the soil and saw all those ants, I was like, oh, there's something wrong. I'm doing something wrong already. So we got that wired up. It just broke. The first thing I tried to wire up broke. Unbelievable. Like immediately. No, it snapped off. All right, back to the drawing board. All right, so what are we gonna do now? All right, God, I think what we're gonna do, what would Jerome do? What would Jerome do? He'd probably go back to basics and probably rewire this trunk better. That's what he would probably do. All right, I think I know what I want to do. So I think I'm gonna start over, but what I'm gonna do is wire the trunk first. All right. Now, I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not going to get upset. You know, I'm just going to continue. So we're going to put the trunk, we're going to put the wire here and go around the trunk. The beginner in me wants to just go inside, watch some baseball, and just forget I started this project and just throw it in the trash can. But the gardener in me wants to continue. The gardener in me wants to say, keep going, Destin. Keep going. Who cares if it looks like crap? You're a beginner. Again, I need more wire. I'm out of, like, I think I used this wire for something else, and I don't know where the rest of it is. It's driving me crazy. I can only find the smallest gauge and the biggest gauge, and you usually buy this in like in a variety pack online, so I know I freaking have it. I'm going to take this big old roll off now. Oh no! I am Murphy's Law. I am literally Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Okay. We got that wired up. So that's something. Watch me snap another branch off. If you don't break a branch off, you're not trying hard enough, though. Okay. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to try to bend this guy. But you kind of want to hold it at the same time so you don't snap it in half like I did kind of earlier. All right. Okay, this is going to drive me crazy. If you just want to fall forward like this because I didn't wire it right. Let's see if I can remedy this problem. Oh no, I mean, I used too big of a wire. Dang it. Man, I hope Jerome sees this and thinks it's funny and not like embarrassed that he knows who I am. Here we go. I think what I'm going to do is try to come up. Who knows, this may be like a first ever bonsai attempt to go through and rewire something like this. Trying and failing here.
I'm good at that.
I'm recording. All right, so I added this extra wire in here. I kind of just ran it up through the original hole that the other one was, and maybe eventually once the roots take off I can go ahead and remove it, but it was driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. Oh, this video is going to be funny because it is going to show what an idiot I am, because bonsai looks easy and it's not easy. Let's see. This is the rest of the wire I have. I thought I had more. Maybe I don't. Okay. So we got a little bend here, which I guess that looks cool. Now, man, I really screwed this up. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you have a person that does this full time telling you, yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. The first time I ever did any work with him, he was, oh, you're a natural. You got this. Come do it by myself. Nope. God. I look like such a fool. All right, so who knows if I'm even doing anything right. All right, this is going to be too long. Man, I really screwed this up. Okay, I'm starting to see a shape. Starting to see a shape here. It is of a cascade of some sort. I'm such an idiot. Oh my God, let's take this off. Oh my God, I'm going to post all of this. Needs to be shorter? This one? What do you know? You're not a boss. Just kidding. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to try to wire this without breaking it. I tell you what, wiring up the Esperanza was way easier than wiring this up. I've already snapped 2 branches off. It is very flimsy, like so flimsy. I'm using the lightest wire I have. This is almost like fishing wire. Yeah, first time I did bonsai with Jerome, he was like, dude, you're a natural, you got this. I was like, really, man? Thanks. And now you know. Now I know he was blowing smoke off my chain. Did I say blowing smoke up my chain? Jerking my chain, that's what it is. Oh my God, this looks so terrible.
You're supposed to be moving it.
Shut up. Oh my God, it's just so bad. I'm embarrassed. Okay, guys. It's officially getting dark. I think I know when I'm beat. I think I know what I'm getting. I think I know I'm getting when I'm beat. And this is beat. Insult to injury. Well, it turns out doing bonsai is much harder than it looks. I'm a little embarrassed. This is so bad. So, yeah, I'll admit when I failed, and this is a complete failure. I know the plant's not going to die. If I just sit off the side, it'll continue to grow. But I think I'm going to go back to the drawing board on this one. And I will post this because I always say, if I fail, I'll let you know. So, at least we got some propagations out of it. In a couple days, we'll make all those propagations. So, yeah, I'm not good at bonsai. But I'm not going to give up, ever. The good news is I've got Freestyle Bonsai by Jerome and Mari. This is an awesome book. I've already read through it a little bit, but apparently I haven't read through it enough. So check back in a couple months, and I think my bonsai skills will get quite a bit better.